From the Observer 18th, 2010, Meltzer writes,
What?
Can I get a booty pic with your panties on? Well, on and one without. Can I also get 3D?
3D!
Sick. Dick. Mon dick.
Oh, wow.
I got an SDD, test the other day. When the doctor read me the results, he said, you got HIV,
Well, that's not good.
I once saw Big Stevie Cool and got his kid to take a photo of us. He forgot to give me my phone back, so I had to chase Richard.
Dude, wow, this got cut off, but what a good effort.
Yeah,
That was
I agree.
good.
Yeah.
She dug in on my 2x4 till I,
He does not say oh. That's Matt Hardy.
till I,
No.
Luke Gallows on Talking Shop saying he once went to Zack Ryder's house and his dad rang a bell at him and said, go crazy, Festus.
I've heard that story.
The guy responsible for you never getting patches for your favorite games,
Oh, okay.
you can just call me Chase
Why? Why would we call you
Richard's
this?
son. RVD versus Taz in a bedroom firework match because it's 2 a.m. and Skippin' Malenko. Yeah.
Skippity Malenko's pretty good.
All right, it's time for the Deadlock Dick Pool segment.
Oh, I hate this segment.
It's time to stretch those hogs.
It's always embarrassing.
Chase
God.
Richard's
Damn
son. CM Punk climbing the rope ladder with the Navy SEALs to kill Hulk Hogan's ass, crazy style.
His ass?
Or maybe not. Yeah, no, fuck Hogan. I had a dream that Batista posted a dick pic on Twitter and it was just 10 inches of a head.
What?
Wow.
Get some help now.
I've never thought of that. No,
Get
hold on, Tony. You might be onto something.
No, don't
I've never
encourage
thought
this
of
kind
that
of
before.
behavior. No.
Just
A lot
tip.
of head. A lot of head on that. That's what I would say.
Rick Steiner fucked my girl. Now her pussy.
Emphasis on pussy.
Rick Steiner fucked my girl. Now her pussy looking like a dog-faced gremlin. Okay. Yo, we're gonna... Johnny, please help me. My balls hurt.
I'm not fucking
Fuck
helping with
you,
nothing.
Johnny. All right. Now it is time to get into ECW Hardcore Television for October 29th, 1996.
Wow. Long time ago, huh? You old men. Unlike me, young and spry.
I'm the youngest one here.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so Hardcore Television was their syndicated show that aired in local networks and also in random places like Florida and whatever the case was with what they could get. So this is also a very historic year for ECW. So much of their cool shit happened in 96. It's unbelievable.
It's, I mean, like, yeah, this is like, I mean, people talk about, you know, the later years of ECW being the stuff they remember more, but obviously that's probably a lot to do with them getting more shows out there. But, like, yeah 96, 97, that's like the ECW years for, you know, all the stuff that, like, most of the stuff that's replayed and talked about in terms of story and fucking crazy shit happened during this time. And crazy shit happens on this one. So much crazy stuff. Something so crazy that it did not air. And the only footage of it, I think, came out from, like, WWE documentaries. But we will get into that as we go further into the show. But before we get into the show, let's talk about what was going on in the world of wrestling at the time. From the Observer, November 4th, 1996, in ECW News, on the October 25th show in Jim Thorpe, PA, after the Gangsters beat the Eliminators in the main event, I'm sure you're shocked that the Gangsters are facing the Eliminators here. A police officer from a nearby town and New Jack got into it. I'm sure you're also surprised that New Jack's fighting police. Who started it depends on whose version one chooses to believe, but New Jack hopped the guardrail after the guy, and punches were exchanged, and Perry Saturn, Bubba Ray Dudley, and maybe Taz ended up out there, and there was what was described as a riot lasting from 15 seconds to 3 minutes, in which New Jack ended up collapsing and paramedics came. Although both ECW and WWF as of late are doing angles with so-called fans getting beaten up by wrestlers, this definitely wasn't one of them.
And maybe Taz. I love that. Like, he just wasn't too sure. Could have been anybody.
You know, a lot of guys look like Taz in the Jim Thorpe, PA area. Last thing here from the Observer, November 11th, 1996. This is in regards to the show that we watched here. I'll save this part for when we get to this part of the show because I don't want to jump ahead too far. So
we kick off Hardcore TV with a clip of a scaffold match at High Incident.
Yeah, so ECW would do like, you know, big arena shows, and then they would use that to feed to the TV for weeks to come to build up to the next one. So this is like building to the 4th annual November to Remember. I watched the re-C-dub version of this on Archive. Shout out to the re-C-dub team. Shit's fucking awesome.
Thank you guys so much. Well? Yeah, I watched the re-C-dub too, and I think it's always very cool to see that.
Yeah, man, like, you know, I mean, I can watch it on Peacock, but, like, there's definitely a charm to watching it in its original capacity, and, like, it's so easy to fucking access, so shout out to them for the hard work they put into that. So, yes, recap of High Incident from October 26, 1996. Tommy Dreamer versus Brian Lee in a scaffold match. This might be one of the first ECW things I saw. The clip of this, the clip of Dreamer beating this fucking dude in the head as they are hanging on top of a scaffold, and then this dude falls through a billion tables.
I don't think I've ever seen the actual match. I've only seen that clip. I've never watched. I can imagine it's them climbing and them setting up tables, and I don't know.
It looks like some like snuff thing you download off like LimeWire or something. Yeah, right. You download it and be like, holy fuck, what happened here? Like, is that guy okay?
This thing is horrifying. Also, I don't know if you guys know this. This scaffold for the Dreamer 911 scaffold match was built by the SandMan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I guess he was a carpenter, and he built
He's gonna swing.
What do you want? Dreamer! And I think the story goes he built it the night before and then fucked a girl on it the same night, and then they had the show the next day.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. He's
got tested out.
Was it his wife?
Oh, I don't want to die my brother out. I don't know. I'm sure it was. Joey Styles then opens the show in the ring. He welcomes everyone to ECW, the world's most famous bingo hall. You guys haven't been, right? Ever?
I've never been, no.
Yeah, I fucking practically grew up in this fucker. Joey says, even though ECW is without a doubt the most extreme pro sport legal in this country today, we also have an appreciation for amateur sports. For example, our friends up in Stanford, the World Wrestling Federation. Ooh, fuck you. Joey says the WWF have a very accomplished amateur athlete working for them, former Olympian Mark Henry. Boo. We don't know who that is yet. Sorry, boo. He just signed a 10-year deal, not like Bret Hart. Boo. Joey says, I mean, how do you train for that long to be an Olympian? He hurt his knee and he didn't win a medal, but come on now. I said, oh shit, all right, bury Mark Henry. That's fucking crazy. That's good. And he says, how about our neighbors down in Atlanta? I'm sure you've seen silver medalist in wrestling Matt DeFaria wrestle on Nitro. Who the fuck is Matt DeFaria?
I think it was Matt Jafari, if I'm looking at it correctly, because he was
is
like
that right? That probably. I mean, who? Okay, who
I had to look it up, but
Matt
he was
Jafari?
actually like an Olympic athlete, amateur professional wrestler.
Okay.
I guess like they had like announced him, like there was like videos of him on Nitro, but he never actually like came into Nitro. They just like they had vignettes for him, but he didn't sign up with a company. According to like Wikipedia, they say he was scouted by WCW and featured in that guy. And he was featured in several vignettes, but did not sign up with the company. So like
that's Big Vito.
This is Professor X.
So apparently they just had promos for him, and he never signed a contract and didn't want to wrestle. So I don't know what happened to him.
That's fucking awesome. Well, I guess he was a silver medalist, Tony.
You might know him as Tony Marinara.
Joey Styles says the hours of training and sacrifice and the diet day and night to win a silver medal. He's been on WCW. So if ECW is going to get involved and we're going to have an amateur wrestler appear, we go for the gold. So at this time, I want to have an extreme welcome for the man that won a gold medal for this country, Kurt Angle. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's right. This is this one that Kurt is on, because that's why we don't see the SandMan part of this show. Kurt comes out, and he's got his gold medal on. He's slapping fans' hands on the way out, and he has a big-ass blue pager on his belt.
Dude, Olympian music. Like the
Olympic fanfare. Yeah.
Through the tunnel and everything, shot behind through the tunnel. Olympic music.
Focus, man.
Dude, yeah, I mean, this is the most 96 looking man. Like, this is the kind of guy you would see in a sitcom. He's the family dad of 4, you know, like just
he's the most vanilla dude ever, coming out smiling, chewing bubblegum, loving life.
Tony's cutting the grass, you know what I mean? Hey, neighbor, it's good to see you.
So Joey says, Mr. Angle, it was one of the greatest moments in Olympic history when you won the medal and you collapsed to your knees and you put the gold medal on your mom. He didn't say it like that. I don't know why I said it like that either. Joey says, and I thought you'd like to know the young man sitting there that's going to compete in this matchup, Little Guido, is quite an amateur wrestler himself. New York State high school wrestling champion, been competing in the UWF in Japan and just won a big match. And Kurt gets on the mic and says, I know this guy. That's Damian Stone.
Kurt, that is Damian Stone. Did you know that our heavyweight champion of the world had sex with his wife on the scaffold at High Incident?
Was it his wife?
I don't know. When you have the answer, hit my pager up.
Our heavyweight champion. Oh,
here's our heavyweight champion. What's up, Kurt?
Dude, yeah, how did Kurt, not figure there might have been something nefarious going on when he stepped into the locker room? Yeah, here's our world champion, the SandMan, and there's Balls Mahoney doing Karak.
Hey, Kurt, we built this cross. We're going to crucify me tonight. Take a look at this shit.
Dude, they're practicing in the locker room. Kurt Walker said he's looking down on the cross. He sees Kurt. Oh, hey, Kurt. Hey, Kurt. Hey, pass me a beer.
The cross is so big. There's no way it wasn't in the locker room and Kurt Angle saw that shit. There's no way.
No, I mean, to be fair, Tony, no way Kurt showed up at call time. They definitely had time to put that
but he's
sucker underneath the ring.
The locker room's got to be tiny back there, right? I assume.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
he's
it's not a huge
past.
space, no. Joey says, Mr. Angle, I know you follow pro wrestling somewhat. Yeah, okay. I know you've got to be impressed with the amateur and pro credentials of this man. And he fucking points to the aisleway, and War Machine hits, and the crowd starts coming alive. I said, wow. This is awesome. Taz comes out with Team Taz. They got their goddamn orange rain jackets. I don't know what these
jumpsuit,
are.
Yeah, kind of thing.
Windbreakers.
They look they look bigger. I said, oh, okay. Bill Alfonso's here. He's annoying as shit as usual.
Well, I mean, the funny thing here is that he says that you got to be impressed by the credentials of this man. War Machine hits. Fonzie comes out. What?
And then I'm in the UFC.
Get this belligerent man out of here.
Hey, Daddy, I got some crack for you right now. Let's go, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy, we're going back to hell and fucking a bunch of hookers. Hey, you want to go back, Daddy?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
You're missing out, Daddy. I'm back to do crack with SandMan.
That's all right, Daddy. More crack for us.
So, yeah, Taz comes out and fucking. By the way, I mean, let's not. The fucking Team Taz presentation is awesome.
Dude, coolest fucking shit ever. Big ass flag, all wearing orange. Taz looks like a killer.
Flag. That's awesome. Yeah, shit kicks ass.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is cool as fuck. Super ahead of its time. I'd have to say, right? No one else had a presentation like this.
No,
especially on promotion that's where it's at right now. This is pretty forward thinking for sure.
Yeah, this shit's awesome. The crowd is chanting Sabu at Taz, which I also thought was fucking cool as fuck. That they were so wanting to see this feud that they would just chant this dude's name. Yeah, man. So it's been a year because Sabu got fired, right? That's why.
Oh, because he took the Japan dates.
He took the Japan booking, yeah, and I think he just came back.
And Paul Lee and Taz went in the ring and said, "You son of a bitch!"
Dude, they aired his ass out. He took a Japan booking, and he fucking got lit up by the top guy and the promoter. And you know what? That's not a bad idea.
That was awesome, though. He's he decided to take more money elsewhere instead of wrestle in front of you fans. Fuck this guy.
Yeah, fuck him! Fuck that guy! And then he comes back. Oh, fuck yeah, Sabu.
It's good to see.
It's awesome. The Taz gets on the mic, and Taz says, "Shut the music." That's not. Thankfully, the franchise is on this show.
Dude, shut the music and well. Just double gimmick infringement.
He's just stealing everything. Taz looks at Kurt. He says, I want to shake your hand.
I mean, he gets right up on him. I want to shake your hand.
I want to shake your hand. I tell you what, Kurt Angle, I got a lot of respect for you. You are definitely one of the greatest amateur wrestlers to ever lace them up. I spent a great deal of my summer watching you compete at the games. That's fucking nice to help the ratings there.
At the games.
Yeah, you know, X Games. But you know, I spent more of my summer watching myself on TV. I guess Taz was in New York. They did have ECW locally, so that's fucking good.
I mean, this is the most Taz. I can't, like, whenever I see Taz talk now, like in 96, and I've heard him on commentary for so long at this point, I can only hear his commentary voice. So it's weird, right? So he spent the summer watching Kurt at the games, but he spent more time watching TV with himself on it. But I digress.
You know,
that's all I could think about was him. I know he wanted to say, but I digress.
Taz says there was a time that he even contemplated competing for the wrestling team of the United States. But you know what? I'd rather make money. All right, listen, don't pretend that this crowd doesn't know the money situation in ECW in 1996 or anytime.
Hey, everything's fine. Wait, you guys get paid? All right, someone take the heavyweight champion of the world back to the locker room, please, and put him back on the cross. What did you say? I meant get him a drink. Get him some crack. I don't know. Get him out of here.
Go put him back on the cross.
I had no idea about this. I swear, Kurt, I never knew this was happening.
He's got a hammer in his hand. I don't know what happened here.
He's got sawdust and shit all over him. He said, I have no idea. It's just the nature of the biz, Kurt.
A cross? I was putting the ring together. I had to build a scaffold.
I needed these nails and this barbed wire to put around his head. I mean, under the ring.
So that says, in closing, Kurt Angle, I'm very happy you're here tonight. Because I want you to sit up there with Joey Styles and commentate on my match and tell the world what kind of great pro wrestler Taz is. Congratulations, you're a great amateur. But I'm a great professional. That's a fucking awesome
that was
line.
a good line. That was a good line.
And like, I always thought it was fucking cool. Obviously, this obviously wasn't meant to happen this way. But the fact that like they had this confrontation here, and then Taz's WWF debut is against this dude is like pretty cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It is cool. Yeah, it felt like the world of wrestling was connected.
Yeah. Like, and it happened in New York, so like the crowd fucking was G'd up for Taz and all. That's fucking pretty cool. But Kurt here is like, I can't explain how young this guy looks. Like, this is a whole different human. He even sounds way different. Like, his voice is not the same voice that when you think of Kurt Angle, this is not how he sounds.
This is a man who has yet to see the crucifixion of the SandMan.
His balls dropped after watching SandMan.
That made him into a man after seeing SandMan on the cross.
Took all his hair off.
His hairline receded so fast.
That's the type of shit that changes your life. He watched Raven walk out and call himself Scott Levy. He said, wait, I thought his name was Raven. You thought his name was
Raven? He was more pissed they ruined kayfabe for him.
You thought his name was Raven? I just smoked this crack pipe. So, the match we have here is Taz versus Little Guido shoot fight. And I said shoot fight?
That's right.
My shoot fight is, by ECW's rules, you either win by submission or knockout. And I was like, oh, fuck. I don't know. I assume they were doing a good amount of these for Taz around the time.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that was probably his match, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And Kurt Angle, I assume, has never seen wrestling. He says he has. I doubt it.
Dude.
So he's probably like, whoa, wrestling's like this all the time?
Wow, why does that, dude, he was...
You're telling me your heavyweight champion wrestles shoot fights? Well, it's a different kind of shoot fight, but yes.
he's shooting all right, up.
He fought Godzilla one time or whatever.
Kurt, like... Kurt is calling this like a shoot. Like they didn't like give him the Iggy about anything.
No, they never smartened him up. No way.
He's confused about everything. He's like burying the whole match.
Yeah, so Kurt Angle's on commentary with Joey Styles here. And there's
sounding.
Yeah, and they have a little picture in a lower third that says commentary by U.S. gold medalist Kurt Angle on the screen. It stays on the screen too. I imagine that people in the area, this is probably a big deal, like, especially because back then I feel like the Olympics were a much bigger deal. I'm not saying they're not a big deal, but I feel like the general consensus for the Olympics was a lot bigger in a world where everything was a little more centralized back then, right?
Okay.
There was like four fucking things going on in the world at one time, right? Like you watch The Simpsons or you watch the Olympics, It's like, all right, which one are we watching today?
That's fucking real shit, actually. You're right.
So, I imagine this got them some good press for sure, especially probably in the Philly area, which is where they wanted it the most. So,
I mean, Kurt was from PA, so like that, probably some steez there too.
So Kurt is totally confused by the rules. He said, what are the rules in this wrestling?
Yeah, I understand in this wrestling, it's either choke out or knockout or submission. I wasn't sure. Okay.
So Guido and Taz are grappling to start here. Guido escalates it with some kicks to the chest. Taz grabs a freestyle bow and arrow and puts it in on Guido here, and Kurt loved that.
Dude, that was pretty awesome. And he's asking a ton of questions here. Kurt says, okay, what happens if they get in a stalemate? And I think Taz had like Guido in like a knee bar or something. And Guido grabbed the ropes and he says, oh, okay, he can just hold on to the ring.
That's right, and it breaks. It's like going out of the square in a wrestling match or whatever, Freestyle bow and arrow just looked like a twister also. That shit looked awesome.
It was fucking cool. Someone should do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's way cooler than the other bow and arrow, like to the knees version. This is way cooler than that.
Maybe this just hurts like shit for real.
Dude, it's probably a real submission that he really had him in. He's just begging for help. So Taz
not gonna fucking argue it against Taz. He's taking this.
Yeah, Taz makes all the t-shirts. If he wants another one, then he better stay in this hold.
That's
but I digress.
He says that to him. He says that to him. If you want another t-shirt, you better stay in this hole.
You fuck up my match now. You're not getting a t-shirt.
So Taz clotheslines him and does the Sabu taunt. And Kurt says, what the hell is that?
He's so confused. Kurt says, why doesn't he go for the kill? Why is he turning his back? And Joey has to explain the angle like, oh, he's mocking Sabu, who he hates.
Yeah, I love that Joey sounds like, oh yeah, that's Sabu's taunt. Sabu's not here. Kurt Angle has never heard of a man named Sabu. That's Sabu's taunt. He points to the sky. Oh, okay.
Why?
All right.
Don't worry about it.
He explains that he draws power from the sky or something along.
I draw the shirt.
Anyways, we go back to the match here. Taz German suplexes Guido. And they have this camera shot here in this match that's sitting behind Fonzie as Taz is letting Guido sell in the ring here, and Fonzie is going apeshit. This is a very awesome shot, by the way.
It is cool as fuck. I, for the life of me, could not figure out a single word that he said, though. I tried for you.
I mean, it wasn't the human language, but it was awesome. I thought the shot was cool, and it got across that Fonzie is a maniac, and Taz likes to stalk his prey.
Yeah, it's cool.
So Fonzie is pointing at Taz and blowing the whistle. Taz then hits 2 Taz plexes and locks in the kata hajime to win the match.
I mean, he's popping off every kind of plex that he does is just a Taz plex. Oh, wheelbarrow Taz plex. That's a goddamn T-bone Taz plex.
Good gimmick.
That. Yeah, that shit's awesome.
Yeah, that is
And yeah,
cool.
multiple times during the match, Kurt's saying, can I ask why Taz isn't going for the kill? Why is he waiting? Is he not allowed? And Joey says he knows he's got the match won. He's allowed. He's trying to emphasize that
Joey should have just
Taz is a killer.
Joey should have just pressed the mute button on the mic and been like, he's selling. It's called selling. In wrestling, he has to fucking sell. This guy has to at least look good when he comes on the match. Have you ever seen wrestling, buddy?
he berates an Olympic gold medal.
Don't you understand? This guy was in the UWF. Does that mean nothing to you?
This shit's fake, you idiot.
You know Taz makes the shirts?
You know who Sabu is or not? They are loading a cross into the ring as we speak, you dumbass. Why are you still here? So yeah, Taz wins the kata hajime. And Kurt says, that's a judo choke, isn't it? Everything that Kurt knew in this match was either a plex or a judo something. That's all. He just tried his best, I guess.
I like that. I like that Kurt's not smartened up to the biz, so he's trying to figure it out. It would have made for a good gimmick, I think, of him figuring out wrestling as it goes along, but sadly the worst thing that's ever happened to ECW Arena is about to happen here in about 45 minutes.
Which is saying a lot.
I mean, it's got to be saying a ton. So yeah, Taz grabs a microphone after the match and he calls out Kurt, and you got to agree that's a gold medal performance. Yeah. And then Taz talks about his feud with Sab.
Shut the fuck up, I'm talking.
Yeah, he gets angry at the crowd. They've been chanting Sabu, and he's like, do you guys want to hear me talk about Sabu or not? You've been talking about Sabu for a year.
Yeah, dude, 1 whole year. He went to Japan, fucking pussy.
So Taz calls Sabu a piece of shit, and he calls him out as he goes to commercial.
And then we go to a Sabu t-shirt commercial that Taz made.
Taz made it. He's been feuding with him for a year. I guess things are good now. So yeah, that's nice. I can imagine this next thing making a lot of money. The ECW Hardcore Hotline.
The new ECW Hardcore Hotline, where you can hear inside wrestling news, extreme interviews, get results from the last ECW Arena show, play wrestling trivia for a chance to win a free prize, and you must be 18 to make this call. $1.99 per minute. Hey, it's me, Daddy.
Dude, yeah, I mean, $1.99 a minute, and they were doing entire interviews over the phone.
Because I think from Rise and Fall, they said like it was like Stevie and like Bubba and them dudes like taking those calls, right? Like they just had like kayfabe names.
Yeah,
kayfabe names from their kayfabe names.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. This whole like hotline ripoff stuff was pretty prevalent back then.
Dude, it must have
worked. Mean Gene
made
made an entire living off of just hotlines.
Oh my god, the amount of money he must have made off that shit. Like I think that was in his contracts too, right? Like they probably didn't have to pay him as much because he would make fucking so much money off the hotline if they let him talk about it on TV.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's
it's like it's that thing where you call, like if I picked up my parents' phone and called the 1-900 number, it would just come on their bill later. So like I wouldn't even care. You know, I'm just talking to me, Gene, and listening to
this guy sounds like Fonzie. I'm calling him.
Whatever he's talking about, and then 2 months later you're grounded because you called the ECW hotline. You know what I mean?
Who is the ECW champion? Is it the SandMan? I don't fucking know. All right, so back to the show here. Yes, $1.99 per minute.
Taz won.
That's the only thing he says.
Right
it's
now,
Taz saying it.
I won, brother.
The show wasn't as good. The Taz match was awesome, and Taz won. You want a T-shirt?
Holy shit! Best match of the night, Taz. So Joey puts over Kurt Angle again and says that him coming to ECW means something because he turned down WCW and WWF to be here.
And we feel very bad for what is to come. Sorry.
Sorry about the ending of this show, you know?
Kurt, we love you, Kurt. Thank you, Kurt.
So Shane Douglas with Francine takes on Tony Michaels.
I thought it was, is it Tony or Cody?
Oh my God, is it Cody?
It's Cody Michaels, yeah.
You know, Sean's brother. I like Tony Michaels more, though.
I swear to God, it was Tony.
Come on, Cody Michaels is awesome. Do you know anything about Cody Michaels? Do you want to know anything about this guy?
I don't know anything.
Well, he after pro wrestling, he continued his involvement, and he was an associate producer, booker, writer, and creative team member in Wrestling Society X.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Tony Michaels.
Talk about that.
I mean, Cody Michaels. Whatever. I'm calling him Tony Michaels for this segment. I wrote down Tony.
I can't change my notes now.
There's too many Tonys down here. Tony, you understand.
Yeah,
Tony Marinara, Tony Pizza.
So once he retired, he did that, and then he did Ultimate Cage Fight Championships, MMA live events, Rumble on the Rivers in 2009, and then produced some XPW DVD national releases or something.
Oh, that must have been either the compilation or that was because they like came back for a show and it was fucking I can't remember. Big Vision Entertainment.
Yeah, he was part of that, I think. Yeah,
dude, Big Vision was cool for a minute because like they had like they like partnered with a bunch of indies and stuff and were making compilations and like.
They're making compilations?
They were making compilations. Dude, I say that word like that now because of you. Like, I can't not say compilations.
No, I do remember that. They were in, like, the video stores. You could buy the compilation.
Yeah, they had, like, compilations.
They got indie compilations.
But they were like, yeah, they were like store, like you can find them in like FYE and shit, but they had like a monthly subscription that I was signed up for, and they would send you DVDs. And there was a fucking time, wow, I completely forgot about this. So they were definitely like behind on sending me DVDs for like a good 4 months, and my mom was like, what the fuck? So she like hit him up and was complaining, and I swear they sent me like 15 DVDs to make up for it. It was awesome.
That's
I was
awesome.
so
That's
fucking
cool.
fired up. And then they went out of business the next month. So,
buddy,
Man.
that is your fault.
I mean, get my shit. What the fuck?
So Shane Douglas takes on Cody Michaels, and yeah, that's right. Shut up, all you smart marks.
Shane Douglas is so Shane Douglas here, which is like, you know, what you want, right? Like, he's still got the confidence of Shane Douglas and still has the steez to like have cred to talk this kind of shit, which goes away here soon when he goes to WCW, because then he's just a bitch.
Well, he's the ECW TV champion here.
He is the TV champion. Joel Gertner joins commentary. This is Joel Gertner before he's like pervert. Joel talks about Kurt Angle. He says that Kurt Angle and him have a mutual friend, a former wrestling coach. And seeing as Joey is inviting color commentators to come out here, Joey says, no, I don't fucking want to work with you. And Joel says, you didn't take this attitude with Kurt. And Joey says, Kurt Angle has a gold medal. And Joel Gertner says, I have an Atlanta 1996 gold MasterCard and a trust fund. So Shane says, take a look at that man who broke the neck of a man who said his neck couldn't be broken. He's talking about him breaking Pitbull #1 Gary Wolf's neck.
Everyone's neck has been broken at ECW. He could have been talking about anybody.
Dude, I definitely thought he was talking about like Sabu for a second. And then he looks at the crowd and says, shut the fuck up.
Dude, everyone says that every segment. Shut the fuck up.
That's how you get heel heat here, is you shut the fuck up. We have a great wrestler here tonight, and he's going to make a damn sure that everyone knows what kind of wrestler I am, what kind of wrestler Taz is, and you will all get a wrestling lesson tonight, because you don't deserve to see a champion like me. I thought for real he was going to say, this is a job guy here to make me look good in a squash match. Like, I thought those were the next words
Give him
coming.
a few more seconds, and he was saying that for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
You look like you work for Big Vision Entertainment.
You work. I want to be the first XPW champion. You want to go there?
I was the first MLW champion, too. Don't let anyone tell you any different.
And H2O champion. Look at my reigns. So he tells Cody Michaels that these people can get behind you all they want, but they can all kiss my ass. And you got a snowball's chance in hell. So turn around and look at him and say, fuck off.
Dude, Shane Douglas is in great shape here. I mean, he looks fantastic.
This is Triple H.
Yes.
This is Triple H and Stephanie. This is ridiculous, man. Yeah. So ring announcer gets back into the introductions. Of course, the crowd is now chanting such things at Francine like she's a whore and she's got herpes. All she's done is just been out here.
Oh, that's what they
anything.
said. Okay, I was
Yes.
trying to make out the chants. Yeah.
I was hoping you wrote down what you thought they were.
Oh no, I didn't even have any thoughts. Yeah, like I just couldn't hear it. It sounded like a mess.
Yeah. She's a whore and she's got herpes, of course. Yes.
Well, Francine leaves and she tells the franchise to leave too. She's pissed off at the chants.
Of course.
And now they're chanting, fuck you. Pitbull #2 tries to rush the ring here, but he's held back by security, refs, and some of the boys.
And Carrot Top.
Dude, yeah, wow, that was
What
nuts.
the fuck was that guy? I've never seen anybody like that in my life.
So if you remember, that Carrot Top guy is the guy that was in the front row when Brian Pillman debuts, and he takes a swing at Pillman, and Pillman dumps him over the guardrail.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I thought that was
yeah.
Al Snow.
No, that is a different guy. That guy takes a clothesline, and that was not Al Snow any way, shape, or form.
So Al Snow looked like Carrot Top at this point? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
that's where Head
you know
came
how.
from.
Yeah, you know how that goes. So we
No.
go to. We go to commercial, and it says that franchise will defend its title when we come back.
That's cool. It had like the text that said that. That was cute.
Yeah, so we get a Raven t-shirt commercial where all of Raven's favorite quotes come up.
Yeah, and they don't say a price they just say it's available now, and they give you a phone number. This is a scam.
Dude,
What's this shit?
Also a scam because it's other people's quotes, and then it says "quote the Raven" at the end. So I'm confused.
Shakespeare and shit. Edgar Allan Poe.
I'm so confused.
There's a quote there from Scott Levy that says, "Sorry about the ending angle on this show."
In the next 20 minutes, I apologize, and I can't say sorry enough.
So we come back in the middle of the match where Cody Michaels, yes, right, Cody Michaels, where
Fuck
Cody
yeah.
Michaels is actually in control,
Dude, he's on
which
fire.
is nuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Franchise then rakes his eyes, but Cody Michaels, God damn it,
Give those guys some
dude,
respect.
I'm sorry. His name is Tony in these notes. Cody Michaels sends him to the outside. That's what I've written down here.
Joey Styles is fucking fired up. He says Cody Michaels gonna fucking win, and he smells an upset.
Okay, so then Cody Michaels,
Yes.
not to be confused with his brother, Tony Michaels. Cody Michaels.
Shane's cousin, Michael Shane.
Shane Michaels? All right, so Cody Michaels with a chair on the outside. Right. Cody Michaels with the chair on the outside. And he runs and hits the franchise with it.
That's allowed.
Yeah, that's not only allowed, but it's encouraged.
He's suited up. He's suited up.
Dude, Cody Michaels is on fucking fire here, bro.
Dude, he looks great. He's doing well. Cody Michaels sits the franchise in a chair and then hits a cross body to him in the chair. That was awesome.
Off the apron. Yeah, like I swore that was going to be flip bump onto the chair because that's what happens usually now.
Yeah, that's a fantastic spot. Like that's
cool.
awesome, dude. Yeah.
ECW chant, yeah.
So he rolls him in and it's a 2. Franchise then hits the standing divorce court and a tombstone
Nails him.
pile driver.
Dude, not only does he do a tombstone, but he scoops him up in tombstone position, and then unless I'm, just was making things up here, I swear he fucked him in the face and then did the tombstone. It was like if Road Dogg did this move, is what happened here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I thought maybe he was, just trying to get him in a position so he didn't kill him, but
yeah, maybe you're right, but it looked to me like he fucked him in the face.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that. So the ref then goes to stop the match. He's seen enough face fucking in his days. And so the ref goes to stop the match, but Francine steps in front of the ref and says, "No." So then the ref just...
Shane isn't going for the pin, of course.
The ref then just says, fuck it. All right, whatever. Just keep going.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that.
I didn't mean to just try to end the match. My bad. So franchise then deadlifts him up, screams "fuck you" at the crowd, and then hits the belly to belly to win.
That's awesome. And yeah, he yells "fuck you," and Joey says, "I don't think he said I love you."
So Francine then tells the franchise to come back in and do something. What was she signaling for? Break his neck?
Maybe, yeah, I think that's right. Because he's breaking people's necks. So
it looked like she was like stab him in the neck. I was like,
that's a different wrestler on the show.
Yeah,
sorry.
is that what the franchise does? He comes in and stabs Cody Michaels in the neck.
That's getting fucking franchised. So if you could think of all the ways in wrestling that you could break somebody's neck, I want you all to think about what that is. There's a lot of them because there's been a lot of moves over the years that do
maybe just a neck breaker.
Neck breaker, maybe a pile driver,
maybe a tombstone pile driver.
Tombstone without theatrics where you fuck his face. There's a lot. What'd you say, chart buster?
Chart buster, yeah, you could.
There's a lot of them, but no.
Owen Driver.
Oh, yeah, Owen Driver, that's true. There's a lot of them. James, what one does Shane Douglas try to break Cody Michaels' neck with?
The Hurt Lock.
Swinging Hurt Lock. Maybe in 1996 this was over. So okay, but to me this looked fucking ridiculous. He has him in a full dust and he's swinging him around in the air. His legs are dangling. Oh, it's gonna break his fucking neck.
Yeah, so this whole thing is pretty ridiculous because Pitbull number 2 decided that he has to look really, really good tonight. So
he looks insane.
Dude, Pitbull number 2 comes out and franchise powders as everyone tries to come out and stop this dude again.
Yes.
The franchise comes back in with a chair and tries to hit him with a chair in the head, but Pitbull just no-sells it.
he no-sells it crazy, and he fires up, which of course leads to Shane running away.
A Looney Tunes-esque chase ensues around the ring until...
the greatest way to put it, because it is, like, I don't know if they meant for it to be funny. I imagine it was not meant to be funny, because this is an angle about this dude, Shane Douglas, breaking this guy's partner's neck, but the ridiculous manner that Pitbull chases him and the length of time that he chases him is outrageous.
And Shane Douglas is taking like a brisk jog. He's not even running. He's like barely running.
Well, there's so much shit around the ring and so many people. There's 40 dudes. True. There's fucking all the announcers and ringside guys and tables.
There's a cross here.
Roamer cameras. There's a cross. Why don't you go ahead and put that back there real quick? Hurts somebody.
Oh, sorry.
He's jumping over the cross to get in the ring and trying to get out of it.
SandMan's still on it. Hey, Shane.
Kurt Angle's asking, what's going on? Is that a real move? Is this a shoot or a work? I'm not sure what's happening here.
Yeah, does he really break his neck with a full Nelson?
So Pitbull chases him around the ring until the franchise... Tony, you put it great, by the way. He's briskly jogging around the ring. And it's even funnier when he gets back in the ring, he's still briskly jogging. And then it's Francine, and it knocks her down and knocks her out.
This is the most ridiculous way I've ever seen anyone knock anyone over. He just, not even closer, he totally shoulder checks her. She flies on the ground like she died.
Oh my God, Tony.
She's not even... He's not even close to her, and then he just takes a beeline over to her and knocks her over. It's so funny.
Tony saying brisk jog makes me think, like, now I'm picturing Shane Douglas doing the Santino run.
Dude, I was thinking, like, very exaggerated shoulders. That's what I was thinking, too.
He's doing a brisk jog, knocks over Francine like crazy.
On a pitbull.
You son of a gun.
She gets knocked. She
gets annihilated.
He just shoulder checks her. Francine's been power driven and fucking hit with a super bomb. Yeah,
dude,
like
it's
she's
like when you get hit with a car in GTA. Eliminated. Wasted.
Face first on the ground, Tony. Oh shit. Yeah, so he briskly walks through the ring and then shoulder checks Francine. She was on 1 health. She was on 1 HP.
And what would you think that would lead to? Maybe someone being upset about this?
Or franchise knocks her down and then gets out of the ring. And then Pitbull looks at her and he goes to pick her up and then all the boys grab him.
Dude, he fucking goes. He looks at her laying on the ground and he starts beating his chest. Yeah, it's time. He picks her up, as James said. Then all the boys fucking pull him off of her. Then Shane Douglas.
So I just want to let you know, this is where I thought this segment was over. I was like, okay, Pitbull goes to pick her up, but the boys grab him. Okay.
And Shane will obviously drag her out and we're out of here, right?
Right,
but no. Shane Douglas is now back in the ring. The boys, including Carrot Top, are holding the Pitbull number 2. Pitbull number 2. And Shane Douglas leaps over the guys, hits him in the head with the television title, which Pitbull number 2 once again no-sells.
Dude, oh my God. This felt like this was not what they were supposed to do. Yeah, and they're just going for it.
Yeah, we filmed it. We can't cut around this. We have to get this shit in here. So he no-sells the title shot. He goes after Shane again. And he's bumping everybody in the fucking ring again. And then, is there a commercial here? Or is it just like it goes to this Joel Gertner part?
No, dude. So franchise powders. And then the Pitbull is walking around the ring pushing guys. They all get out of the ring. And then Joel Gertner slides in the ring with a sport jacket and no shirt on.
Hairy chest. And Joey Styles says, what is this hemorrhoid doing in the ring?
He was just on commentary, so he got down from the Eagles' nest and just ran over here. I have to announce the finish of the match.
He's trying to prove his worth here at ECW. He's got to come down here and let it know. So the crowd's chanting, fuck him up. And Joel Gertner says, ladies and gentlemen, the official time of the fall. And Pitbull's looking at this dude like, what the fuck? I just no-sold everything. What more can I do? And he walks up to Joel Gertner, and Joel says, excuse me, you're in my camera shot. And he pushes him away.
That is nuts. You just watched the guy no-sell 40 shots to the head.
With a title shot and all, and a brisk jog. Joel Gertner says, the official time of the fall, not even enough time for me to get my dress shoes on. Your winner, and still, ECW. Oh, shit.
Pitbull then grabs him, takes him over to the ropes, and then fall away slams him over the ropes onto all the boys on the outside.
Holy fuck. And then he gets his music and he celebrates.
So November to Remember 1995, that was last year, remember that?
It was.
So buy it now.
Get it on home video. The Sabu's return to the arena. See him take on the Shah.
He's reintroducing him to hardcore, brother.
Also, check out the SandMan and Two Cold Scorpio's battle with the Public Enemy, and the shot they show is SandMan dancing.
Going nuts. Fortnite emoting.
Check this out.
That's me when I get a #1 victory royale.
Do you remember SandMan's period on Twitter where he was constantly winning at Fortnite?
Dude, good era.
Taz's shocking betrayal of Todd Gordon on this show, and the unedited, uncensored, all-out war between Raven and Cactus Jack as they collided with Tommy Dreamer and Terry Funk. And then we get another recap of November to Remember from last year again. I'm not sure why.
Hype Central. So Joel isn't there because he just got his ass kicked. So it runs down the shows again. And then it has a screen at the end here that says ECW acknowledges and appreciates the assistance of the following in the production of this TV show. And it lists all these things. It lists Tommy Boy Music, Matador Records, Death Row Interscope, DGC Records, House of Pain, and Stonecutter Media. So thank you to all these companies for allowing us to use all this music. So it goes to the back after it says that, and Joel says, I'm not going on. I want my mommy.
Like, yeah, full just monotone. He's fucked. He's fucked here.
Then we get Chris Candido versus Spike Dudley.
Hey, yeah, so Spike was already in the ring, and they go backstage to Joey, and Joey says, let's give an old-fashioned homecoming welcome to his opponent, who should be a familiar face to us all. And it's fucking Chris Candido. Chris Candido comes out to Back in Black. Joey Styles says, the face looks familiar, only the names have changed to protect the guilty of not appreciating true talent. That is, Chris Candido's in the ECW arena. And then there's a huge Candido chant, followed by a We Want Sonny chant. And I believe there's also like a Sonny thing later on, because I think Sonny's in the Eagle's Nest, and the crowd can see her. Like,
that's what I
match.
thought too.
Yeah, I think that's right.
They were chanting something else. I just couldn't make it out.
Oh, it was Skip is Dead. That was the other one.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
sure.
because that was what his WWF gimmick was.
Sure, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, what the fuck could they possibly be chanting here?
Shit is ass.
So, yeah, Candido and Spike Dudley, little match here.
Yes.
Little Spike Dudley also. Candido out here, he out wrestles Spike to start the match. Spike tries to use his agility when his wrestling won't work, so he hits a head scissors, but Candido just German suplexes him right on his head.
He fucking released German dump Spike on his head. Like, we're not even in the era of Spike really getting his ass kicked yet, so that's like, they're like, oh, this guy can die? Let
me see more.
Yeah, let me see more.
So Candido is in full control now. He hammer throws Spike into the buckle, Brett style.
Dude, he dies on that too. He hits the buckle with his chest, but also his face.
Yeah, because I guess he's so short, right? So he just takes the face on. The crowd is distracted by something. I think that's Sonny.
Yes, I think you're right, yeah.
Candido then puts Spike on the top rope, and I could feel the goosebumps on my arm.
Dude, I was
like,
excited.
I know what's happening next.
Yeah.
So Candido goes up, man. Spike Dudley's sitting there. Candido goes up, man. Blonde Bombshell stands all the way on the top rope.
Oh,
I mean, this
God.
shit is otherworldly, man. Good Lord.
Oh, my God.
Blonde Bombshell is a fucking power bomb where Candido stands on the top rope with you and then power bombs you both while on the top rope into the ring.
It's also like he throws you, right? Like, you're going.
Yes, and it is fucking awesome. It's one of my favorite finishes ever.
Dude, it's got to be one of the best moves of all time. Like, if I saw this, that's the world champion now.
I mean, dude, this is the most like top guy finish ever.
Yes, man. Like, what the fuck? This shit's fucking so awesome. And Joey Styles says, oh my God.
Yeah, I'm showing this on everything. Yeah, anything I can. This is the kind of shit that happens out here. Is Spike just getting launched?
Dude, how do you even land without rocking your head? Like, he probably was fucked up from that. And Candido pins him after. He, lays him for the pin, does a push-up, lets go of the pin, and the referee just counts to 3 anyway. Like, yeah, this shit's done.
So Candido grabs the mic and cuts a promo afterwards about obviously leaving the WWF.
Yeah, he says, I want you all to know I made my decision earlier this week. The WWF has taken my wife off the road doing WWF Livewire. And Joey Styles says, oh, Bruce from Connecticut might call that. Which, that was when fucking Paul Heyman called in. He was Bruce from Connecticut on Livewire. Candido says, I don't have a bad thing to say about anybody, man. There's a lot of stuff I wouldn't have if it wasn't for Vince McMahon. But I want you guys to know, I gave my notice to come back to the place that I was at the very first show in this building. And I'm proud to be back in the most famous bingo hall in the world. I'm proud to be a part of the guys that bust their stinking ass every night. And not a locker room full of assholes. Like Cody Michaels' brother.
Cody
Michaels, too. Michaels shades. And I'm here now to raise this place up to the upper echelon of this business. To take it from the miserable, stinking shithole it is right now. And then he does the fucking up yours and then he leaves.
That's awesome.
Oh, okay, that was quick. No problem.
Great everything here. Like, they're happy to see him and not anymore. Fuck you. So Too Cold Scorpio versus the SandMan. That's going to be your main event for this episode of Hardcore TV, ECW heavyweight title match.
Yeah, Too Cold Scorpio and SandMan are, I'm pretty sure they're boys here. Like, that's the story, right? They're best friends, and yes. Scorpio is getting a shot here. I'm pretty sure the crowd's pretty behind Scorpio. In fact, I think they want him to win this.
Sure. SandMan is right now a top guy and will continue to be a top guy forever. Yes. So it's like, you can always go back to SandMan, but everyone's always excited to see someone new take that spot too, right?
Yes, that's right. And SandMan, as you said, top guy here, comes out with SandMan shirt and what I think is barbed wire pajamas. And he, the beer that he drinks is, he holds it. He might as well have tried to hold it to the ceiling. Like, this shit is a fucking fountain down his fucking face.
Yeah, he's got the pants on, cracks a beer, like, cool dude. So we come back from commercial. Scorpio has a wrist lock on the SandMan here. We're getting right into the action. Scorpio grabs a chair and SandMan grabs his cane and they meet in the middle of the ring.
That's awesome.
But they both put them in their respective corners and they go to the middle and handshake and hug. But Scorpio knees him and throws him into the chair in the corner. This is for the heavyweight title.
He fucking throws him so hard into that chair. And then the story of, the next part of this match is Scorpio stopping SandMan from getting the cane, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, so Scorpio starts using the cane on the SandMan. SandMan ducks under Scorpio and goes for the cane, but Scorpio stops him with a kick. I thought that was really well done. Yeah, I like the story here. Scorpio with the Alabama Jam on SandMan for a 2.
I wrote that down too.
Dude, I like that Scorpio is just spamming top rope moves.
That's what he does.
Sometimes I'll do this in the video games when I'm not thinking and I just keep going back to the top rope and doing shit until they stop me. So Scorpio with a moonsault on the SandMan for a 2. SandMan is actually sideways trying to grab the cane when Scorpio lands right on him, right on his side. I know that hurt.
Dude, I wrote down he lands like how Kurt Angle landed when he broke Bob Holly's arm.
He was so
straight
close. Up. Yeah, weird. Scorpio then goes back up to the top rope again. Like, one of these moves is going to put you away. But this time SandMan gets the cane and hits him.
Dude, SandMan then hard as fuck.
Yeah, if that's your gimmick, you got to swing, right?
Yeah, you got to throw it, yeah.
So SandMan then hits the Frankensteiner off the top.
That's the Heineken Rana.
You hear that, Kurt? Respect the top guys, Kurt. So Scorpio catches him in a power slam and then goes back up to the top rope and looks for the moonsault leg drop.
Based move.
But it's unreal. It's literally unreal. A moonsault leg drop.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. We see a lot of impressive shit, but moonsault leg drop, I feel like is still a rare move that not a lot of people do. And I got a similar feeling when I saw Blake Christian. He did the fucking 450 double stomp. I was like, wow,
that's the Hammerstein show.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's sick as fuck, that move. This made me feel like that.
Yeah, it was an awesome move. I remember I felt like that when I saw Sanjay Dutt do the moon stomp.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was sick.
You've seen him do the moon stomp to Sexy Eddie's cock and balls.
I have seen that one. I mean, he picture perfect hit his dick and balls. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he's even functioning anymore, but shout out.
I mean, 5 pounds of cock meat. He's got a lot left.
He's got 4 now after the moon stomp. So Scorpio looks for the moonsault leg drop, but misses. Lands fucking mean on the mat.
Dies.
Yeah, and like the ring is not moving. Like I can't imagine that one.
No.
And SandMan crawls over and pins him for the 3. Scorpio kicks out at 3.1. So SandMan just escapes as it backfires on Scorpio here and is able to beat his best friend.
I think there was bullshit chants.
Oh, was there? Is that what it was?
I swear that's what I think it was. I think people might have been tired of SandMan's run here, like as champ. He might have been 3-time champ by this point.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's a good chance. I also think that they're excited to see the next angle, right? Coming up here.
Of
right?
course.
Yes.
Right now.
So it's time to get into the nitty gritty here. So SandMan wins, as James said. He's now celebrating with the cane and the championship. And out comes Tyler Fullington, SandMan's son. Because for months now, SandMan's son has been brainwashed, as has SandMan's wife, who he may or may not have had sex with on a scaffold the night before.
My wife.
Yeah. They have been brainwashed by Raven for a while, so SandMan's kid has been dressing up as Raven and following him around and yada, yada, yada. So this is like the first time in a minute that SandMan's son is in the ring. He's now dressed as his dad, and Joey says, oh, it's Tyler. He's just like his dad. We've been waiting to see this. It's like a feel-good moment. He's there, and SandMan takes a knee, opens his arms, hugs his son. The crowd's fucking happy. They're like, wow, this is awesome. What a sweet moment. SandMan has his son back. Even Joey says, that's great. And then all of a sudden, fucking Raven jumps the rail. He hits the ring. He picks up the Singapore cane that SandMan dropped to hug his son. And he fucking hits him as hard as he possibly can in the back of the head.
That's his gimmick. Like he's got to send it.
He's swinging for the fences. Tyler does the Raven pose. That
just
little
for
bastard.
a second. I mean, just for a second.
Pops it a little,
he like pops it. He like pre-pops it. Boom.
Just so you know.
Yeah. It's really like that, Dad.
And Raven hits the fucking even flow. He kills SandMan. SandMan crumbles on it. And that's where the show ends. The TV show at the very least. But that's not how things really ended here. As we said a bunch on the show, I'm sure a lot of you have heard this story, but if you haven't, we'll go over it here. So Raven then drags SandMan through the ropes where Meanie and Stevie have stacked 2 tables, or maybe a table on top of the timekeeper's table. Raven drags SandMan on top of that and pile drives him through 2 tables to the floor.
That's awesome.
Then this is where the business happens. So
this is where Kurt Angle's life changed forever.
Yeah, I imagine Kurt's sitting in the Eagle's nest as this is happening.
No
so
more.
He had like a front row seat.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like what a coincidence of things to happen, right?
I know.
Like, yeah, and he's definitely getting no more pages from Paul Heyman after this. Paul said, I think we lost him.
So, under the ring is a crucifix, and Stevie Richards and the Blue Meanie are here, and they are tying the SandMan to a crucifix. They put a barbed wire crown on his head. They hoist the crucifix up, so we're on the floor. The crucifix is leaning against the ring, and SandMan is crucified. SandMan is crucified. His son and wife are doing the Raven taunt. Raven's posing with the ECW title. This is like the most evil thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is fucking crazy, but it kicks ass because it's ever like, this is what Raven would do. Of course he would do this. And Undertaker symbolizes dudes in 2 years after.
And it's
this,
okay. It's fine. It's just a symbol.
At least symbolizing them. Yeah. That's
right.
Yeah.
Right. Crucifying.
Well, I mean, he had the crown of thorns or whatever.
Yeah. Right. Which maybe a little.
I mean, shit was badass. I mean, like Terrifier 3 had the crown of thorns. That shit was badass as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit was clean.
And she's over as fuck. Yeah. That was cool. So like Sandman's there. He's bleeding on this cross. They got crazy shots of it. Todd Gordon and security try to come out to they try to get Sandman off of it. Instead, they decide to keep him on it and then carry him out like Jesus to the back, crucified style.
Kurt Angle's just fighting everyone in the back at this point.
He's ankle picking.
He's pushing through everybody. He's throwing Paul Heyman off the Eagle's Nest. Tommy Dreamer style through the tables.
He invents the Olympic Slam on Sonny and the Eagle's Nest. Well, Kurt Angle thought everything was real. He should have came out and saved the Sandman. Just fucking help him. Yo, Kurt, help. And that's what happens there. And that is why Kurt Angle... So the word is that Kurt was going to come to ECW. Taz brought Kurt in. That was all Taz's thing, supposedly. And Kurt says that this offended him so badly that he got up during the show, went straight to Paul Heyman and said, I'm leaving right now. I want you to send me my check. And if my name or face is seen on the same program as that crucifixion, you'll be hearing from my attorney. And Kurt says that Paul said he had no idea that was going to happen.
Paulie just walking by a large room with a huge crucifix in it that the Sandman's...
Sawdust on his shirt?
Yeah, Sandman's just beating with a hammer, putting it together.
Yeah, okay, that's the other thing. Sandman built this thing as well as the scaffold. So, he built the cross.
He built his cross, and he was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I think they're going to fucking put me on it tonight. I'm going to act like I didn't hear that, and I'm going to get on out of here.
I don't know.
Dude, even later, Paul Heyman said, or Kurt Angle said, like, if you're running the show and you don't know what the fuck's happening, then you're just a bad promoter. Like, you're just fucking... There's no way he couldn't have known.
There's no way Paul Heyman didn't know they were putting Sandman on a crucifix. There's no way. I won't believe it.
It was a long segment. You think Paul Heyman could have walked out there and been like, whoa... Whoa!
Yeah, or like
I guess he couldn't because Kurt Angle was kicking his ass and everybody else is back there too.
He threw Paul Heyman off the Eagle's Nest, so he was dead.
He's like just punching the shit out of people up there.
So because of this, Raven on this show comes out and apologizes. He goes into the ring. And he's told by fucking Paul Heyman and Todd Gordon, I think, because they wanted to make good. Really, I think it's because they wanted to make good for Kurt Angle.
Let's put the heat on Raven is what they did.
Yes. So Raven comes out and he says, apparently Todd Gordon and Paul Heyman, by acting without their knowledge, are offended by my use of religious iconography. And apparently I've offended quite a few people in the audience. You people chose to respect Scott Levy's privacy when I needed personal time. So I choose to respect your privacy and your religious beliefs. So for the people I deeply offended, I apologize. Which he says is like the most sincerely insincere apology he could have given. He just did it because he was asked to do it.
I'm Scott Levy, and this is my apology.
He said, there was a bunch of heat from dudes in the back, like saying, why didn't they, like, because Raven isn't Catholic, he's Jewish, so why didn't they put Raven on a Star of David? And Raven said, well, if they would have did that, I would have Sandman would have rolled away.
That would have been awesome. Wow,
that's pretty fucking heavy. I mean, ECW did a lot of crazy shit, and like obviously there's a lot of crazy shit that happens in wrestling after this. I don't know where it compares, but like the fact that this like had such potentially a shift in the history of wrestling with how Kurt Angle's career goes is pretty noteworthy.
So I think the big thing really with it is that, especially during the 90s specifically, and even the 80s too a little bit, there was the big satanic panic, right? Where,
sure.
Yeah, people were just like really on the lookout for that sort of thing. That was a big hot topic in America too.
Yeah, it was.
So I think that like kind of leaning in that way right there, just all of that timing up with that kind of stuff. Satanic panic with the whole country, Kurt Angle being there, right? I mean, like there's just a lot that this was just the wrong night to even attempt something of that nature.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, that's one probably could have been left in the idea book. But that is it for ECW Hardcore TV October 29th, 1996. And that is it for our show. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Make sure to check us out on Patreon. If you like this podcast, then you'll love our fucking Patreon. We almost have 6,000 paid members over there. We're looking to break that goddamn record. Join us on Patreon right now. We have a bunch of tiers for you and a lot of content waiting for you exclusive on our Patreon. That's patreon.com/deadlockpw. Give it a try. You can cancel at any time, sign up at any time. We'd love you to give it a try. We're watching the Royal Rumble 92 this month for SGH, so go explore the content over there. Also, if you like pro wrestling and you like Deadlock, well, motherfucker, you'll love Deadlock Pro Wrestling. Check us out, dpwondemand.com, for every show that we've done in Deadlock Pro Wrestling history, including Title Fight in Texas coming up here soon on dpwondemand.com. We're coming to Chicago February 16th. We're coming back to Durham, North Carolina on March 16th. We're going to be fucking in Vegas for WrestleMania week, April 18th. We're going to be out there. Make sure to come out and check out dpwtix.com for all of that. And we will see you next week for another edition of the Deadlock Podcast.